Give me your sense here in terms of what you've heard and what your expectations are for the $1.9 trillion plan we're at least hearing about that Congress will be considering soon in terms of trying to help the recovery from the pandemic.
Well, I think it's very important for President Biden to do what he is starting to do, which is focus on renewal and then recovery. And I think the focus on public health and economic stabilization is important. I do think some of the elements in the package need work. The idea of the checks to so many people who've had their jobs and haven't lost wages would not be the best use of the money. But I do commend the idea of going big. I think that was a mistake made in early policy in the financial crisis, and our new president doesn't appear to repeat it.
Yeah, Gene, maybe perhaps that mistake was made by the incoming Obama administration early on there, the idea that you should have gone bigger. Are we going to go big and get even bigger, perhaps, Gene, with an infrastructure bill that follows this one, if he's successful in getting anywhere near $1.9 trillion at first?
There's no question this is a two-part package. To use Glenn's words, recovery and renewal. I think to use President Biden's word, you're going to have the response to the crisis and the health and the relief people need. And then the Build Back Better part comes, which is the manufacturing jobs. It is huge infrastructure. It is building up the care economy. So, yes, I think you're going to see very big. And I think they're giving out really three messages. They're saying, number one, there is still a lot of risk in this recovery. We just lost 140,000 jobs. Some people think the unemployment rate is really closer to 8 to 11%. We're still down 9.4 million. And as I learned painfully when I was NEC director, unexpected things can happen. New strain of the virus, global impact. Number two, Biden's very focused on its K recovery. Even if the GDP number sounds okay, we've heard Lael Brainerd at the Fed said that for the bottom workers, there's 20% employment. That's near depression levels. And then finally, I think they believe, rightly, in my opinion, that this is the time to go big on relief and jobs, and that with interest rates at such historical low levels and the ability to have such low interest service, that the benefits of going big, deficit financed right now, far outweigh the risks of any impact on the deficit over the next 3-4 years.
Yeah, we continue to watch arrivals here, of course, for the inauguration. Not quite sure who's in that automobile. Glenn, let me go to you on, an unfortunate outcome, I think many would agree, of the last 10 months, this pandemic has been that it has actually served to widen the gap between rich and poor in this country, a wealth gap that we've been dealing with for some 20 years now and talking about as a significant problem. A, do you agree that that's been the case? I mean, I think you have to look no further than the performance of the stock market over this period of time. But B, what would you say the Biden administration needs to do to really try and address that problem, again, that we've been dealing with for 20 years?
It's a great question. The pandemic has simply accelerated a lot of trends that were going on in the economy already, one of which was great inequality in income and wealth. I think there's an opportunity for the new administration to build bridges instead of walls, to focus on training, to focus on infrastructure, to focus on new opportunities for people who've been left behind. That's exactly what the country needs, not talk about protection.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.